Gentlemen, how you doing?
Great. Very good. How are you?
So, Len, let me start with you, right? Because you've taken over another blockbuster franchise, right? You jumped in Die Hard, and now you're grabbing the reins for John Wick with Ballerina. What's it like to come in and take over with your vision?
I just like a sick kind of torture, anticipation of like some of the biggest franchises, in action history. No, it comes from a place of love first with Die Hard. There were many reasons, possibly not to do it. It was like 18 years later, but the 15-year-old in me just says, "Are you kidding me? You have to." Very much like this. I think the John Wick franchise is one of, if not the best, I would say, in my opinion, the best action series in our decade. And the tone of the action, the amount of detail, and kind of respect about how the choreography and the action is done, is something that really enticed me.
You blew it away again, mate.
Oh, thank you.
So, Norman, for you, it's like, you got Daryl Dixon going, and so you have limited time to do these other projects. And I'm sure people are flooding you with scripts. Why join Ballerina? Why did you decide to go for the John Wick universe?
Because it was Len, because it was John Wick. I mean, why? Are you kidding? I had time to do this. I had time to do Bike Riders, but I had to fight everybody to give me the time to do them. So when this came, it was like, guys, you got to let me off to do this, and they were like, we totally understand, But yeah, I mean, why wouldn't I do it? Of course I do it.
That's a great answer.
Yeah.
All right, so there are a lot of big surprises in the film, right? So I don't want you to give anything too much away, but I'm going to say one word: flamethrower. Right? Mm-hmm. That was one of the most awesome things I have ever seen on film.
So cool.
Talk about developing that climax. Where'd that come from? Was that something that you guys have thought of first and kind of written a script about it, or was it always in the script?
It wasn't in the script, but there was a lot that was not in the script. The way that you kind of go about these things is there's, a kind of a concept idea of what the action scenes are script-wise. And then as you get developing, I get inspired by other things, and then working with the stunt team, it's a progression. And so you kind of find it along the way of stumbling upon, like flamethrower sequence was not nearly as elaborate as it ended up being. It was like an idea of what would it be like to do face-to-face, like a gun battle with flamethrowers. And then it just evolves and goes, what if this happens? So it's with these, at least in my experience, the action on the page is just for schedule. To know, okay, this is how much time this is going to take, and we're going to start to play within it, because you find stuff and you're inspired as you go through. So flamethrower sequence ended up being just wild as, you start to go through and go, what about this kind of moment, this kind of moment? So it's a building process.
It's absolutely incredible. It's going to be hot of the summer. All right, so for my last question, Norman, you spent a lot of time one-on-one with Anna in this film, right?
Yeah.
And she's incredible. I think audiences are going to really be surprised at how her action mojo is.
Absolutely.
All right, so talk about working with her in that big fight scene. What was she like?
She's great. I mean, she's so determined to do a good job, and I think when actors meet actors right off the bat, they know if they're going to work well together or not. If it's going to be a struggle or it's going to be fun. And she and I hit it off right off the bat, so I knew it would be great. But she's in there doing it for real. So my hat's off to her. She's awesome in the movie.
Awesome. Right, let me stick one more in. Len, would you ever go back to doing another Underworld film?
A film. I can say this: we're doing a series.
Oh.
Yeah. So a series is in development right now. That's kind of it. It has, in terms of just what I would like to tell. There's a longer format that I want to tell it in. So I've been working on a television series of it.
Awesome. Thanks, gentlemen.
Cool.
Great movie.